Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Vampire the Masquerade. I am the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, and the vampire Nori, the Tremere.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and it's Oktoberfest Part 3. We are finishing up Vampire, and I'm excited to be here, reprising my role as Chromio Cash. Boom! How you doing?
And it is me, Aaron Bamier, back for this Vampire Fest October edition as Ava Colombo.
And I am Vampire Bites, and I will be the storyteller and facilitator, watching these hooligans run rampant over anything I pretended to plan as a plot.
Thank you so much for subscribing, Eric Jackson, 14 months. We love you. Bow.
You guessed it, right?
That's what I figured you were blasting. I can't hear it, but yeah, that's what I figured.
And does anybody want to do a recap?
I mean, if you want to do a brief recap.
The viewers at home want you to do a recap in case they're watching this in 3 parts.
Yeah. No, I was meaning, do any of you 3 want to do the recap?
Oh, do the recap?
Yes.
Oh.
If you would prefer me to do it, I'm willing to do it for you, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
I am more than welcome to hear it from your point of view, because I know things that you might not know, and I might let them slip out.
Okay. Do either of you two want to take it, or I'll do it? I don't care.
I feel like you've got the confidence.
It's all fake confidence. It's okay.
Still counts.
It does count, which is stupid, but it does count. Yeah, so over the past 3 sessions, we have been doing vampire stuff.
For Ahmed King.
For Ahmed King, who's a creepy customer of Chromio Cash. We were trying to get him to leave the club because he was kind of driving away some of Chromio's business. And as a coterie, we like to work together, help each other out. We stay close to each other for survival.
He made a deal I couldn't say no to.
Yeah, it was a really good deal. He was going to go away, and all we had to do was make a body disappear. But it was a setup, as we suspected it was. The cops were already there when we got to the body. We still managed to make the body disappear out from under their noses. Some evidence was left behind, but that too eventually was made to go away. We disintegrated the body in a kiln and then dumped the ashes into the sea. And then the only witness was the ghoul that helped us pull this off, who took the blame, who was eventually killed by Chromio, which I did not witness, but that's what happened in the game. After that, Ahmed King wanted us to help him make a play for the prince's seat in the city of the Camarilla. And not him personally, but he wanted to insert somebody into that seat. And we didn't tell him this, but we decided as a coterie that we don't trust him. And that, we're Camarilla, and we like where we're at right now. There's no reason for us to rock the boat when we're sitting pretty. So, and that brings us to today, I guess. Oh yeah, we ghouled somebody.
Yeah, we have a couple other little details.
Yeah.
Officially, you're not Camarilla. Officially, you all are independent and have maintained that status, having ties to Anarchs and Camarilla, and even some in the Church of Cain. You operate an independent nightclub that serves as a neutral meeting ground for people. And that's what has allowed you to remain independent so far.
Yeah.
You also have furthered King's goals by eliminating your own fingerprints from the records delivered to the Camarilla, eliminating King's fingerprints, or, well, David's fingerprints from the information that you delivered to the police. You did scrub the police records and made it look like there were some questionable mental health potential problems with some of the officers who were on the scene, who didn't witness anything other than Chromio Cash loudly and very vehemently proclaiming his love for the Thin Blue Line. So you so far have played into both the Camarilla's pocket and into Ahmed King's pocket. So you're still riding that kind of line of independence. That's going to change tonight. We're going to see which way things actually play out, though, because player agency is of ultimate concern to me. I joked about you guys, running roughshod over any plots and plans that I had, and I love that. So it was not an insult. It was not me complaining. It was, yes, I love this. That's why I like being a facilitator more than a storyteller. I like letting you guys do what you will with your characters. There were some very fun moments in this. So tonight, we left off just before dawn. Ava, I do need a rouse check to see if you get hungrier for your first feeding of your ghoul. And then we will have the night and the everybody will make a rouse check then. So that will be rouse check for everyone as you wake up on the second night.
So,
Success.
yeah, I didn't pass either one of those rouse checks.
You are hungrier.
I'm quite
by
hungry.
one before going to bed, and hungrier by a second one waking up. And where is the pop out for this? Because there it is. Because I don't like looking over this way to see everybody's face. I need it over on this monitor up here so I can. So I'm actually talking to you and looking at the camera at the same time because I like that better. Okay.
I'm hungered too
update
as well.
Okay. If everybody updates their sheets and we can see how everybody's going. You're still at 3. That's good. You survived another rouse check.
I did, and I did survive another one.
Fuck.
Miracle of miracles, 2 in a row. Great.
Yeah, somebody's hangry.
What's the worst that could happen?
Could be where I'm at. I just hit 4 for hunger.
Ooh, I've seen what happens, and it can be bad. It can be really bad.
It's pretty
You just
bad.
hit
I've
4?
Four is,
I just hit 4.
Yeah, you all wake up at the club, right?
Yeah.
Or did you go home, Ava?
Oh.
I would have gone home. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to want to do your profiling and feeding tonight. Your beast is saying,
Yes.
"You're hungry. You need to feed me. If you don't feed me, bad things are going to happen to you." And so you head to your favorite park where you've already done quite a bit of profiling. However, your profiling is still better than your shadowing, your stealth. So we will take the standard intelligence investigation or stamina stealth, depending on which one you feel more comfortable rolling. But I think intelligence investigation is probably going to win there. To go
definitely.
feeding.
Oh, 3 successes.
You find somebody. You do get cut short. You can slake 2 hunger.
You know, for Ava, feeding, she prefers to feed in a private setting. Honestly, it's just how it should be. All right. That's a very personal sort of thing to be doing. And
You
so somewhere in that feed, there was something that interrupted, and I wasn't trying to have this moment messed with.
spoiled. Yes, absolutely. So you can slake 2 hunger. That takes a couple of hours. What time did we say your meeting? No, you already had your meeting with the sheriff's aide, the investigator.
Yeah.
You didn't have anything scheduled specifically for tonight. So what are Chromio and Nori doing for the first 2 hours after sunset?
I'm dipping into my blood stash because I had a shit ton from that 10 I rolled.
Yep.
So, food's not a problem for me for a little bit. So
Each bag you consume slakes 1 point, but you can't go down to 0.
Of course, no problemo. Yeah, Nori doesn't really know the whole hunting, drinking kind of thing. I've done it a couple times, but it's not my life.
And Chromio?
Yeah, let me talk to my vice president. Let me talk to my vice president, my cousin Antonio Cash. Tony, I'm gonna need a couple of girls downstairs. I'm getting a little hungry, if you know what I mean.
What is the coterie herd set? How many points? 1 point. Did you use herd in your first session? I know we didn't in this last session. Did you use it in the first session?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think we
Since
did use
it's a
it in the
trap
first.
door and the club is a location and I have the retainer, generally he's able to get me somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we used herd or retainer or what to use.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and... Where is it? There it is. Charisma plus stealth.
Three successes.
You can get 2. You can slate
Perfect.
2 hunger as well.
That's exactly what I was trying to do. Thank you, thank you.
So Ava is at 2, everybody else is down to 1. And Ava, you'll want to feed your ghoul again tonight because you need 3 nights in a row to form that bond. And so you'll need 1 more rouse check. You're doing it with Serpent's Kiss though, right?
Yeah, let me double check that. Which is a rouse check.
Yep. However, since you're doing it as a drinking thing, you can also slake 1 more point, even if you fail.
I did succeed on that one this time.
There you go. Now you're at 1 hunger as well. Recycling your mark's blood back into them after being filtered through your body, becoming your blood.
That's right.
All right. What are you all doing tonight? What are the plans? I have some things going on behind the scene that will trigger, but I want to hear what you guys are up to first.
Well, I don't like not knowing things. Something's going on. I'm gonna try and figure out. I want to try to figure out who King's players are.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I actually want to work with you on that.
Sounds like a
See
good
if we can
plan.
identify the top candidates that King would want to put in power and that sort of thing. You know, see if we can predict what the game's going to look like.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm usually pretty open with you two about what I'm doing, so you would definitely be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll help you with that." So yeah, that works. Um,
Cool.
what kind?
So how are you both? How are you guys going about that?
Well, I have investigation,
Mhm.
so I'd probably use intelligence investigation. So I'd probably try to, you know, well, I'd have to use vampire stuff because it'd be vampire people. I mean, I would try to come up with at least a list of candidates, just from all the vampires that we know are in the city, and the ones that could possibly be candidates, the ones that have influence, the ones that wouldn't be laughed at. You know, only certain ones would be able to actually take the mantle without being killed immediately.
I've got a specialization on insight motive for motives, as well as the profiling. So I can probably help you build that list.
Give me a wits or intelligence plus insight motives, and you're looking for 4 successes on that. It's not easy.
Well, I got
King is not easy to read.
that is something I have noticed. But I've seen better liars. I got a 5 on my successes.
You have definitely seen better liars. So King is not his name. Ahmed King is not his name. You anticipate that he is an elder who has been out of touch probably for a good period of time. Give me occult or politics plus intelligence, with a 1 die bonus for your status.
Be either of us.
Yeah, you guys are sharing this information.
My pool with the 1 dice bonus would be 6.
So is intelligence plus or
Occult or
politics.
politics?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better than me on this one. More knowledgeable.
Alrighty. I will do intelligence.
Only by 1 die.
Occult.
Yeah.
Plus a bonus die. Roll. 4 successes. I can re-roll 2 of them if that's not sufficient. Or do I not know that?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
You don't know yet. Yeah.
I'll re-roll. Seems important.
All right.
Ah, shit. 4 successes still. I'll keep it.
Okay. Yeah. So there is something with the age and how long he's been out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
That he definitely doesn't know that the Sabbat have been wiped out, or He's old enough that the current Church of Cain is not the one that he knows. He would know of the original Nodist Church of Cain. This is, yeah, there's something feels off about this guy. Like, why do you want to put in a new prince? There's that big question there. And that will give you a 1 die bonus on your profiling check to see which candidates are most likely.
Go for it, Aaron. That is weird, though.
Oh, I was muted, my bad. So profiling check with a 1 die bonus, right?
Yep.
8 successes.
Wow.
Fire!
Okay. You have every single kindred that you are aware of listed out in a tiered rank list. Most of the S tiers, the ones that are most likely to be able to be prince, don't, however, fit the profile for kind of the vibe that you feel King's going for. There is one D tier, and they're a decent candidate, except they're not Camarilla, which should just rule them out. But they're strong enough, they're good enough that they could do it if they switched teams. But it's somebody that is currently listed in your Rolodex as being an Anarch. That the only reason he made it onto the list is because that he Deacon Carter just feels like he fits that vibe more.
Deacon Carter. What else do we know about him? Anything?
He's one of the higher ups in the Anarch movement right now, in that sector of the city.
We do know a couple Anarchs, namely Nora, the Thin Blood. She could potentially give us more information about Deacon Carter.
Okay. Just stay right there. Thank you. What does Nora know about Deacon? My characters, please, not the character section of the rule book. I did not build him with a fully fleshed out character over there. So what I have here is what I have. Okay. Deacon is a younger candidate, but fiercely passionate and rebellious, somewhat confrontational. But his fiery temper is balanced by a very sharp strategic thinking. He is a valuable leader in the Anarch movement right now. He is also charismatic. He's a Bruja. Practices martial arts. He's good at combat. He is one of their lead enforcers and works with the Baron quite a bit to help keep the Anarchs in line and not crossing over into Camarilla territory too often. When incursions happen, they are strategic because Deacon is the one who is guiding them. The city in general is a loose balance between the Camarilla having the business sector, the political sector, and most of the upscale neighborhoods. The Anarchs are more the blue-collar sectors and the less fortunate financially sectors of the city. And then the Church of Cain controls the docks.
Well, tell me if this makes sense as to trying to figure out what's going on. Deacon Carter is responsible for the incursions of the Anarchs, in theory. So, what have they recently incurred? What have been the recent incursions into Camarilla territory? I mean, I would think that maybe he's recently been working towards this goal if King is pushing this, so maybe something therein tips his hand. I'll say this to my coterie.
The investigator would probably know the most. Because that's one of the things that she does for the sheriff.
Be worth seeing what Miss Boucher knows.
Go in there and reveal his hand. They're gonna ask how we know all this. We gotta be real careful how we play this, or else we're gonna have to reveal the whole deck.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. How do we play this? What do we say?
Gotta think about the last thing we talked about. This still has to make sense. This has to seem like it's a continuance of the last conversation and not something totally new. Or else we're gonna stink suspicious to high hell. I tell you what, one of the last things we asked was how do we get a hold of that detective guy, whatever his name was, that we used to use. We were never able to get a hold of him, as far as I'm concerned. Troy Lane, that's his name. Maybe we was never able to get a hold of him. Maybe we catch a follow-up meeting to say, hey, we were never able to get a hold of Troy, and we're worried about him.
Maybe he's
and while we're there, maybe you can we can figure out a way to bring up this Anarch's name as maybe something that might have happened to Troy.
Yeah. So maybe
if there's things like this happening around town from the Anarchs, we're just asking questions.
Maybe Troy was hiding out Camarilla side, and we think the Anarchs might have been hunting him for some reason. So, have there been any Anarch incursions into Camarilla territory lately? Could that
That's
work?
a great question. If we can't find Troy, who could have found him first? Who could have done it? Who could have disappeared? And where's Troy? Maybe it's the Anarchs. Maybe she'll give us a taste of something.
Yeah. Why don't you do the line, though? I'm
Maybe.
not so good at it. I'm just the thinker.
Might be a good idea just to suggest that Troy might have slipped something about the Anarchs. Thought he caught on to something, but we didn't actually get any actual information out of him before he kind of fell off the radar. Maybe she knows something we don't.
That's a good idea.
That's
First
our
things
right there.
first. Let's ask about Troy and figure it out, and let's wing it from there. See how it goes.
All right. I'll set up the meeting.
Sounds good.
I'll message her.
Okay. Yeah. When you reach out to what is her name? Oh, dang it. Frida.
Frida.
When you reach out to Frida, she's like, I really can't right now. I just got a new case that I'm working on top of the information you already gave me. I am currently booked solid.
Maybe if you help us, we can help you.
Did you guys ever find Troy?
That's kind of what this is about.
All right, I can spare 15.
That's all we need.
I'll come down to the club.
Nice. All right. She's coming here. She's frazzled. We might be able to catch her off guard a little. Be ready.
All right.
Also, I'm going to go ahead and list to Chromio and some of the staff things we need to hide. Because, like, I know stuff that we're not supposed to do. I'm just going to be like, get rid of this stuff real quick.
Why?
We can't. We're talking to her. We don't want her mad. So, like, let's at least
This
not.
is neutral ground. She
It
can't
is.
be mad on neutral. You can either be happy or, at worst, neutral. That's the whole point.
The Masquerade knows no bounds.
Yeesh. The
They
Camarilla really knows how to suck the fun out of everything, don't they?
They'll even punish people that are non-Camarilla for breaking the Masquerade. Anarchs, Sabat, anybody. It doesn't matter. The rules are rules.
Hey, they're like the credit score of the vampire world, bro. You just can't get away even if you didn't sign up for it.
Yeah. I mean, kinda.
Chromio, you would love what Ahmed King has planned for you all. It's just too bad that you don't trust him.
It's a shame. He's a great businessman, and he has a lot of money.
Frida arrives at the club, is directed up to the office.
Get her! No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to use this one for the office today. I'm going to turn that music down because that's too loud for me. There we go. So, what did you want to know about Troy? And she's carrying manila folders and stuff, looking like almost like a police detective.
We were trying to talk to him the other night. We were never able to get a hold of him. I wanted to ask if you knew anything, or if we should start to worry about what happened to him, or what could have happened to him, or where he's at, or what's going on. You see, he was actually a close friend of ours. We've been knowing him for over a year now. You know, as close as a friend as you can make with a mortal. They're basically rats.
Well, this rat is a dead rat.
Ah, that's a shame. That was one of my favorite rats. How did he die? What do you guys think? Who could have done this? What a shame.
Neck was snapped, crushed. There is some reports of gunfire, but Troy's own weapon was not discharged.
The damn gang violence in this city's getting out of hand. Of course, neck snapped. That makes me think maybe someone or something with superhuman strength.
Yeah. Troy wasn't exactly a powerful ghoul, but His veins did run with kindred vitae. Not someone easily overpowered.
Who do you think could have done something like this? Anyone have any beef with Camarilla?
Well, the Anarch always has beef, but we keep things on our side of the line. They keep things on their side of the line for the most part.
Look, no offense. I really don't mean any offense by this. You said the Anarchs have a problem. That's kind of like blaming something on the man, you know, or saying they are out to get us. Who with the Anarchs? Maybe we could go talk to them, clean things up for you guys. As you know, we're neutral. We could go talk, have a few conversations. We could probably say things you can't say, go places you can't go. Point us in the right direction. Let me help you.
Well, there's Thorn, Nora, Damien. There's the Baron herself. If you think you could get audience. Of course, her second in command is Deacon.
We might be able to get an audience with the Baron. We could try. I feel dumb asking you this. What's her name besides the Baron? I feel like this is something I should know, and I shouldn't have to ask you, but here we are.
I'm just looking to see if it's a name I've already introduced or if I'm bringing in somebody else.
No problem. I was over here making a list of names as you were going. My Anarchs of note.
I know I had her detailed. Where is she? Oh, she's not detailed here. That's why I'm not seeing her. Okay. I have a name. I just can't find it. So she does give you a name, and when I find it, I'll let you know what it is.
No problem.
Sounds good.
For now, I'm gonna put the Baron.
Yes.
It seems like if I try to get a meeting with the Baron and I wind up meeting with Deacon, well, that's two birds with one stone. Dawn, Norma, Damien, they're all split up, huh? Not all in one place.
There is a club. Some of them probably come here, but there are other clubs as well.
We could head over to the Anarch side of town.
You mentioned sometimes that they come into our side of the territory, or Camarilla's side of the territory. Was that where you found Troy?
Yeah. I was specifically saying into your establishment.
Oh no, I meant. You said that the Anarchs were sometimes venturing into Camarilla territory.
Oh, I mean, there's always some crossover there. We sometimes go into theirs when the needs arise. Why can't I find this character?
So I guess they really could have killed them if they do come over here sometimes.
It's not outside the realm of possibility.
I gotta say, the timing on this is too weird. This seems targeted to me.
Yes. The thought has occurred to me.
Hold on, let me write a letter of condolences to Whoever the master, Troy's master was, this is the loss. Troy's loss is huge on us. It really is a big deal. Hold on, let me pen something up.
The Primogen. Alaric.
Alaric.
This. There's Rosa. There's Deacon. There's Thorn. Why is it? How did this character just disappear completely?
Her name's Marlon Haig, is it?
Morgana Kane.
Morgana Kane, okay.
Yeah, I found her. For whatever reason, she's in the list, but not in the view of my folder. Morgana is a tall, imposing Hispanic woman with piercing blue eyes and a shaved head adorned with intricate tattoos. Strong build and confident posture speak to her background as a wrestler. She often dresses in combat boots, leather jackets, and band t-shirts, blending a punk aesthetic with practical battle-ready attire. Apparently all anarchs are punks, but, you know, that kind of goes without saying sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Okay, if we suspect that the anarchs came over and murdered Troy, have they done anything else on Camarilla's side lately that might be connected?
There was a feeding incursion a month ago, but we appropriately retaliated.
Was the Primogen part of that retaliation?
No.
I'm looking for motive of why they would have taken out Troy.
I don't have one.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you said you're dealing with a lot right now. What do you have going on that you could use help with?
Well, we have the case files that you transferred to me from the police. Unfortunately, none of the fingerprints are usable. Not terribly misunderstandable because we are kindred after all, and it takes special circumstances for there to be usable prints in the first place. So I'm not surprised that they can't use them. The statements are all mostly nothing. It's interesting that Troy was working the case and got distracted. But, you all were there, right? Or at least Chromio?
I was there. Yeah, I was driving out that night. Once I seen all them cherries and berries, I told my driver to pull me over so I could get up and give an impromptu speech. If you don't... I invited everyone over for a huge charity ball. It was a blast. I was out there doing some PR. I'm trying to get deeply entrenched with local politics here.
Well, you should be careful whose toes you're stepping on when you do so.
Never considered that.
But apparently your enthusiasm distracted Troy from his job as well. At least that's his story.
I gotta tell you, a lot of officers came outside that night and Troy wasn't one of them.
Interesting.
Sure, there's some dash cam footage somewhere to show you the whole thing went down just like I says it went down.
No, unfortunately, Troy had disabled all cameras. Thankfully, he did that much of his job. Or unthankfully, I suppose, now that questions have been cast in his direction.
Oh, you were really gonna miss Troy. We're working on that guy on the inside thing. It really seems that was a great beneficial relationship for us.
Yes. Quite handy for a lot of people. Hopefully, we'll get someone else on the inside soon. Although...
Well, Sheriff, you pointed us that way, and we're working on it. We're doing our best. I think that was great advice you gave us, and I'm sure we'll be happy to scratch your back and do you some favors once we get our guy placed in.
Well, that calls into another question. Officially, anybody that you place on the inside would be your man, and equally as independent as all of you.
That's great news. Thank you, Sheriff. I hadn't realized that. That's amazing to hear. Could I get that in writing?
That is not great news.
Well, not for you, but that is really good news for us, wouldn't you say?
I think you'd rather have them in-house.
We will definitely have an in-house person inside. Yes.
That's a great idea. I would do the same thing if I was you.
Clearly. So, you're gonna go try to speak with the Anarchs from your position of independence. I will say that the Prince is looking for more of a commitment or a rejection.
From us?
Yes. Independent actors tend to have, well, too much independence.
Tell you what we would love is a minimum commitment deal. If you could run us through a couple of options, I'm sure we could find one that fits all of our interests.
I mean, he does have a good point. What do we get out of it? I know that we're...
That is not for me to decide or discuss. I'm sure
You can come by once you're done working and talk about it off the record.
I'm sure once the Prince has come to a formal decision, he would like very much to speak with you directly.
We'd be honored.
I don't know, I look kind of like distant and concerned, but I won't say much. In the back of my mind, I'm like, so this is how I die. Okay.
Pick a side time.
Yeah, too many things are happening that are too real, and Nori's like starting to get worried.
Yep. You've got a play for power from an unknown power. You have a push from the Camarilla to say, hey, join us. You're getting ready to go meet with the Anarchs, who are probably going to end up saying the same thing. You're either with us or you're against us. Yeah, independents tend not to stay independent for very long.
No. Well, I guess we need to go talk to Nora. She's the only one that we really have friendly terms with, and we know where she hunts.
Yes. Let me
Anyone
find Nora.
Anyone have anything left for Frida? Are we good?
I think I'm good. I didn't say any of the wrong stuff to get us buried up to our necks. So I'm good here.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rock that boat either.
All right. Nora McCreary, Thin Blood.
Hangs out at the Blacklight, right?
I believe so.
Oh, does she? I also know that she hunts near like an overpass or a bridge or something. I remember that we went with her and someone else on a hunt. That was the only thing I remembered about her, really.
Nora is an older woman. Some of her backstory that wasn't specifically relevant to the last campaign, but would have come out in dealing with her once or twice since then. In a moment of weakness, Nora McCreary made a terrible mistake. While suffering in the last stages of a terminal illness, she was visited by a vampire feeding on other residents in her ward. The vampire offered her a way out, and she accepted. She never saw her sire again. She's aghast at what she's become. She fell in with the Anarchs for survival and spends her nights seeking a cure for her new condition.
She wants Golconda.
Something like that. Not that I don't think she would know what Golconda is, just that she's looking for a cure for vampirism.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if she mentions that, if anything like that comes up in front of Nori, I'd probably, mention that, I wouldn't
I'll help.
mind. Yeah.
I'll help.
I wouldn't mind. Hey, if you ever find one. Although Nori very much doubts that there is one.
So, I'm going to go visit Nora McCreary. The Blacklight is one of the Anarch clubs. If she's not at the Underpass, she's at the Blacklight Club. You managed to find her at the Blacklight Club tonight, so there's plenty of other Anarchs around. Anybody on the list is there. Some of them are regulars at the Gilded Chapel as well. But yeah.
Does that include Deacon? Is Deacon here?
Yes, Deacon is there. Yes.
Interesting. Get him!
I want to pull up. I want to pull up in 3 silver Escalades, and each one of us has a driver that gets out and opens our door for us separately, so that we make a scene when we get here.
Okay.
It was a real argument to get me to go along with this, and when I get out of the car, I'm very embarrassed.
Okay.
I will walk in the club first, clearly sticking out like a sore thumb. This is a punk bar. This is an Anarch bar. And I'm dressed from head to toe in my silver suit, with my chrome grill in, with my silver glasses and my silver slicked back hair, in dreadlocks. Everything is silver. Everything. It's disgusting and awesome at the same time. I don't know if I've told you guys this. I look like a Blade villain that should have died in the intro to the movie. I didn't even get lines. Also kind of like one of the twins from the second Matrix.
Yep, I
Yeah,
look
I
like
can see that.
I look like a nerdy Muslim kid that does not belong in this club.
And yet here you all
I look
are.
like an after hours office employee who kind of fits in with her bored expression and lack of giving a fuck.
Yeah, you definitely belong more than either of us. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll go talk to Nora, I suppose. She's the one that we're on best footing with.
That brings you to our part of town.
Well, we can't just stop by.
Well, you guys have your own club. I don't usually see you in these parts.
I mean, we have a club, but
I would have
you
to
don't come
say.
there.
So you're here to see me specifically.
I suppose we are.
So what's up?
I'll look around, trying to find a more private spot. Then I'll lead her that way.
One of the things that you notice is that there aren't any mortals in the club. Nobody is breathing.
Fuck. I don't like that.
Nobody is breathing. Nobody's smoking. Everybody has that cold, dead look of a vampire. It's more obvious than you've ever noticed before because there aren't any humans here.
Honestly, Nori's human enough that it probably actually scares him a little. Like, I feel like I'm surrounded by monsters. Like, oh fuck, like this is probably a little terrifying for me.
It's the most comfortable I've ever been in a public setting.
Yeah.
Hey, Boom. Not the realest guy in the room. How you doing?
I don't like this.
So, what can we do for you?
Well, we've been hearing things. We've been wondering if maybe you could shed some light on some moves being made around town.
For example,
Well, we don't know a whole lot about the Anarchs or how their hierarchy's set up. You know, we hear things about
well,
the
that's the whole
Baroness.
thing. That's the whole thing. There really isn't a hierarchy. Morgana kind of runs the roost. Everybody listens to her. She calls the shots. But it's not like a prince or anything. Deacon over there, it's her right-hand man. If a war ever broke out between us and them, well, Morgana would lead the charge and Deacon would have the front flank.
Huh. I don't know much about that guy either. What's his deal?
Deacon? He's been Morgana's puppy dog since before I came into the life.
Bet you, Nora, that war breaks out. You still trying to solve your condition, or you picking a side? Seems
War
like
break-
a real easy time to lay low.
Oh yeah, war breaks out. I'm just gonna slip between the cracks and hide.
That's the kind of commitment I'm looking for right there.
Well, if you have trouble disappearing, come find me. I'll see if I can't help you survive. But we do need to know more things. So there's not much of a hierarchy. That makes sense for Anarchs. But it's our understanding that that one runs operations into Camarilla territory.
When they need to be reminded we're here, I guess. I really don't know that much either.
So you haven't heard of anything recently going on?
No.
Like a
I could-
feeding frenzy on the wrong side of an invisible line?
I could introduce you if you want. But I lay as low here as I would if war broke out. And before you guys even respond whether or not you would like the introduction, she puts a hand up and signals him over.
Fuck. Oh well.
Well, if it isn't the crew from the Gilded Chapel here in our territory instead of nice neutral ground.
I don't know if you know this, Anarch, but we're free right now. All ground is neutral ground where we go, baby.
Sure.
In fact, that's what we're here to talk about. Camarilla had a couple of questions. I think you guys have a couple of answers. I figure instead of shaking everybody up, how's about we come talk to you instead? And
All right. What kind of questions do you and the Camarilla have?
you ever heard of a guy named Troy Lane?
Can't say as it rings a bell.
Well, Nori, I think our business here is done.
I suppose so. Seems like a waste of a trip to me, but
Do you enjoy being the Camarilla's toadies?
when it serves us,
Honest.
I guess.
Yeah, honestly, things have been going great for us so far, so I don't know, we get invited to the parties, it's nice. We don't have to pay our dues, that's nice too.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of the best of both worlds. In fact, we were speaking to someone from the Camarilla just recently, and they said to us, you should make a decision. And I said, present us with some options. We want the one that has the least amount of commitment. Hey, how you doing?
He really did say that to a representative of the Camarilla.
Well, if things go badly for you, come find me and I'll introduce you to Morgana. See what kind of agreement she would rather have with you.
And so, just one more time, you guys aren't doing any operations over there on that side of the road. We heard there was, a couple months ago, a little beef, but maybe the beef was squashed, maybe the beef wasn't squashed. We're just here to make sure the beef was squashed.
Every so often, the Camarilla needs to be reminded that we are here so that they don't take over the entire city. We
Heard
like
those
our
words before.
We like our little corner of the world, and we are content with it for now. So we remind them that we exist by showing up in their territory, maybe causing a little mayhem, usually just a stray feeding here and there. And the Camarilla gets their chance to show their big, heavy-handed, we don't tolerate this, and they come down and they smack a few people, and everybody's fine with it afterwards.
So we were here to talk about, the timing was just real suspicious for us. The Primogen's ghoul was just killed, and I know that this turf dispute is just coming to an end. I just wanted to make sure none of your guys were trying to keep the turf war going. No tit for tat. They just wanna bury it. Also, you mentioned a couple of things about going in, reminding them you're here. Just a little gentle nudge, maybe. You wouldn't do anything like try to take over the entire Camarilla, would you?
No. I have no happiness for their rules and regulations. I prefer living as a free spirit. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, I hear that.
Independent status.
Insight check?
Sure.
I was actually going to argue the same thing. I want to throw on
You can do it.
a
can
motive
both do
check.
it. You can both do it.
Okay. I'll do insight. What is it, wits or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading somebody in the moment.
I got 3.
I got 4.
He feels genuine. This guy is fired up. You can tell he's a little bit jealous that you don't even have the anarchs tying you down. But at the same time, he feels very committed to the anarch movement. He doesn't, while he does read a little bit jealous, it's not that he wants to be independent. He is quite happy with his lot.
I'm gonna shoot a look at Columbo, like kind of confused. Like, it doesn't seem like our guy.
Yeah, I sort of match it.
I gotta tell you, Deacon, this has been an absolute pleasure meeting you. I always hear you anarchs are gonna be a lot scarier. Those Camarilla guys are really spooked to you guys. They really act like you guys are animals, but you've been a very gracious host, and I appreciate your time and your energy.
Well, the anarchs believe in a more free reign. We do still honor the tradition of Masquerade, and just general...
Yeah, me too.
He looks at you, it's like, I don't know how you're still alive, sir. But we, otherwise, the Masquerade is important so that the hunters don't find us. Everything else is just being squashed under a boot.
Yeah. Well, it was nice to meet you, Deacon. Make sure to stop by the club sometime.
Hey, Nori, are you familiar with... And he's looking for the right way to say this without being offensive, but it's gonna be offensive.
Okay.
Do you know, like, everybody from, like, your region of the world?
Of course not.
Well, no, I know not, but I mean, here in Ashford.
No. You think of someone specific?
Yeah, weird guy. Been hanging out a lot around here.
Who? Maybe
I
I do
didn't
know.
catch his name. Didn't catch his name. But he goes on to give you a physical description of Ahmed King.
He does sound kind of familiar, actually.
I know that guy. I know that guy 100%. I leased a room in my club to that guy, and he creeped out on my patrons, and I had to ask him to leave. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. That guy made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
What do he want with you?
I don't know. He's just been hanging out a lot.
Who's he been talking to?
Coming and going.
Same.
Huh?
Who's he been talking to?
I don't know.
Does he seem...
He seems very confused by that. Like, I do know, but I can't remember, so I'm going to say I don't know.
Can I compel him to remember?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna go like this. Like, I'm just gonna straight up point at my eyes. I'm gonna try and draw him in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna... It's charisma dominate, I guess. It's not a very big pull for me. It's funny. I took a discipline that's kind of antithetical to who my character is, but I'm gonna...
Intelligence resolve is his role.
Oh, it's his role. Fuck. Got one success.
Oh no, can't you use willpower or something to manipulate your dice?
I could try to reroll, but only one of the dice will reroll.
Ugh, man, you're gonna want more than one success.
Yeah, I'll use a willpower to give it a shot. Nope.
All right. What do we got here?
Did he roll really good or something?
A little bit.
No.
Your difficulty is 8.
Yep, can't beat that.
I would appreciate you not trying to get in my head, though.
Oh. Sorry, I was trying to help you remember.
Oh.
It seems like someone's already been in there, and I suspect it's our creepy friend. But I'm not that good at this, and you're very steadfast. Tough mind to manipulate. He must be powerful indeed.
I don't recall ever speaking with him.
Can he let me do it?
Yes, but
It's a hell of a thing to ask for.
it's still, well, yet one, yes, it's a hell of a thing to ask for. Two, instead of overcoming his resistance, you have to overcome, if there is anything, you have to overcome the compulsion.
Yeah, I'd have to overcome King's roll. Jesus. Yeah, my roll's not strong enough to overcome that, unfortunately. But hey, I tried. Well, I do feel a little lost here, and I haven't done this, I don't think, all campaign. So I'm going to try to force a premonition.
All right. Go ahead and give me a rouse check with resolve plus aspects.
Rouse check success, so that's good. And then resolve plus aspects. Much better pool for me. 3 successes. So, like, I'm going to start worrying about the power of this man. I'm going to realize that we're probably in over our heads here. And this worrying about the future will draw me into the future.
Okay. You catch snippets. A lot of little snippets. You see yourself and your coterie mates in front of the current prince. And there is, it's so quick. You don't know what's going on, but there's this overwhelming feeling of choose. You see the prince without a head, wearing the same clothes as when you were there. You see Deacon with marionette strings. And you see, just in the shadows, just out of sight, the silhouette that you've come to recognize being Ahmed. And then as the vision goes out further, things become a little bit blurrier. None of those were crystal clear. The meeting with the prince was a little bit clear, was mostly clear. But the farther out you go, the more fuzzy the details get. You see flashes of Ashford with a wall built around it, an old style medieval wall. You see people, humans, being herded like cattle. You see City Hall in ruins and the prince's mansion built up more like a castle. And then everything goes swimming out to so much blur you can't tell what's going on anymore, and then you swim back to the present.
So my eyes glaze over, and I'll see, and I'll start saying premonition type shit to Deacon and my coterie. I can see the prince, the headless prince. You are being groomed, you are being prepared. He will control you. You will betray the anarchs. And the city will fall. And then I'll take a deep breath and I'll my eyes will unglaze and I'll shake it off. But, clear signs of a premonition. I would have made it rhyme, but that's hard sometimes, so pretend like it rhymed.
Even after the premonition, you remember all of the details that you saw.
I saw so many things. It's hard to keep track. Deacon, you don't remember because he doesn't want you to remember, but he has been coming to you, preparing you as a vessel for his will. You do not wish to live under anyone's boot, but I fear you will soon lose all control of your life. Heed my warning.
I gotta tell you, Deacon, I've got a silver tongue and I make stuff up all the time and people believe it. But Nori's been known to tell the truth. That's some real stuff right there.
Oh yeah, I do actually. That's a good point. I have the merit. What's it called? Yeah, ingenue. Yeah, I look. My face is just honest. I have an honest face. Yeah, I do have that one.
Plus, you're not actually lying. So
and I'm not lying. Yeah.
Even if he makes a good insight check, you're not lying.
I'm not lying.
So,
yeah.
Well, shit. Alright, I'll double my bodyguard. And I'll work with the Baron.
If you know anyone that can fortify your mind, I know that there are some clans that specialize this. I'm a new blood, but I do not know all of who can do what. I'm a Tremere. Some of my brethren can do that, but I'm not in good standing. Maybe you know some people?
Yeah.
Maybe they can undo your programming. I don't know. It might be too late. And if it is, I suggest you ask a friend to put you down.
Or at least lock up the coffin till this is all over.
Asking to be put down might be the last choice you ever get to make. And I'm gonna leave them with that. Because I feel like
anyways, it's been really nice coming in here. Thank you for not killing our friend Troy.
No. But I will let you know. I think we have the same enemy, so if you do figure out a way to fight back, let us know.
The look on his face is you've given him a lot to think about.
Yeah, I have.
And he just kind of wanders away without saying anything. He's talking to a few people.
Time for us to get out of here, huh?
Yeah, where are you guys headed from here?
It's up to you.
You guys have new information.
Nori's
How are you going to act upon it?
Nori's super deep in thought as well. But I share most of my vision with you guys, including the dystopian end of the city and the seeming breaking of the Masquerade.
That's not dystopian, it's utopian. What are you talking about?
Not to me! Not to me. Oh. That's creepy.
What is?
The background changed.
Oh, yeah, it's just a cityscape. There's not even any sound on this one.
Yeah, it went black and there was no sound all of a sudden, and it made me like feel hollow, and it was creepy, and I didn't like it. Where do you guys think we should go next? I don't even know who to come to with this information. Do we just tell the prince? I don't know.
Tell the prince what? We don't want to be part of the Camarilla because we want to be free? I think that's a conversation better not had at all ever.
I don't know if this is going to stand. I think we will have to make a choice. That was in my vision too.
Shit.
It's all about which side you want to stand on. If you would rather go to the Anarchs, that would be okay with me too. I will stay with my coterie. I only trust the two of you. In all the world of the dead, you two have proven to be my allies, but Camarilla or Anarch, I will go where we can survive the best.
You know, I always saw myself driving around in luxury cars, wearing suits, kicking it with the old Camarilla, drinking blood from a goblet like a fancy wine. And now that a push comes to shove, I kind of like owning my own stuff. I kind of like making my own choices. I could still wear the suits and drive the cars and be an anarch, baby.
You're not wrong.
Well, it is 10:30. I think we could do a bio break and let the players mull this over. And when we come back, the meeting with the prince.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks everyone for watching. We will be right back after this break.
Trash out the box. Fresh 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 out the box.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the finale of our Vampire the Masquerade campaign. I am still Johananon. I am still Nori, the Tremere vampire.
Drink your drinks and toot your tubas. It's Oktoberfest, and we're finishing up Vampire. I'm playing Crummio Cash, but I'm Casualty CDG in real life.
I'm Aaron Bamier in real life, but right now I am Ava Colombo.
And I am Vampire Bites everywhere. But tonight I'm also the storyteller and facilitator of this mad bunch of hooligans who just got prophetic dreams of disaster.
Hell yeah. You gotta take that premonition, man. That shit's dope. Yeah. I think we're on our way to talk to the prince, right?
Well, you'd need to arrange it and all, but you have inroads, yes?
I have inroads. Yeah, we have inroads.
Yeah, you can talk to the investigator and say, hey, this needs to go to the prince, blah, blah, blah. Or you can wait for his invitation to make a choice. So it depends on whether you're going there with information about King or whether you're waiting to be asked what you're doing.
After what I saw, I am no longer conflicted and feel that the prince should be warned.
You did see him headless.
Well, I was more concerned about the city of chained up humans and castle walls and blood rivers and shit. So,
Hear me out, Nori. Wait, are we out of here? Are we out of this place now? Are we back in the Escalade? We chilling?
Yeah, you guys got a single Escalade out so you can talk together.
Hear me out here, Nori.
Mhm.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
What were you saying?
This damn ADHD, the damn ADHD got me. Give me a second, I might remember, but until then, continue.
Human cattle, chains, rivers of blood, castle walls. No.
Something about the prince and us going to the prince and whether or not I thought it was a good idea. There was something I was gonna say, but it totally slipped my mind. Sorry, team.
Are we gonna? Do you want to bring him information about King?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe we can leverage this information. Maybe we can save his life with what you know in exchange for us to stay, unaligned.
I mean, they would owe us.
They would. We probably wouldn't get away with with the same degree of freedom, I should say. But they also don't know, as far as I could tell from Frida, that we already have someone on the inside. You get a couple of bargaining chips here between this premonition, our ghoul, our position kind of on the fence. Maybe we've technically fallen under Camarilla, but with a couple asterisks.
I like asterisks.
I like asterisks. Here's my big thing. I'm gonna be completely open with the two of you right now. Right now, I own my businesses. We go Camarilla, I don't own my businesses. Camarilla owns my businesses. We ally ourselves with the Anarchs. I get to do whatever I want. You get to do whatever you want. I own what I want. I get to go whatever direction I want, influence who I want. No problem. We go the other way, we're stepping on toes no matter who we... Well, not no matter who we cross, but we're stepping on a lot of toes if you go
Yeah.
Camarilla.
the Camarilla would technically own his business's map? No? He could still be independent that way?
The business would be independent, but some of his dealings may be curtailed.
Corbinian! Oh, shit.
Oh,
Gary,
no.
Gary got doomed.
Oh.
Oh, shit, I got doomed.
Oh, no.
I don't even know what that's going to translate. This is bad. Gary
Oh,
got doomed.
no.
Man, fuck you,
We're all
Corbinian.
I think we should just
Expecting
see
rain.
what Ahmed. I think we should just sit back and see what Ahmed does. That's what I think. I'm suddenly feeling like that's a great idea.
No, that's for bad mathing the Camarilla. I like the Camarilla.
Somebody has to.
And also, you're supposed to be in our coterie, so suck it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the information's valuable because no one knows it. Once things move, people know the information. I think we're in a good position to negotiate things right now. I think we should use that.
Now, everyone keeps telling us most coteries don't stay unaligned for long. Most. We are not like most coteries. Most coteries don't own neutral ground. Most coteries don't do jobs for both sides. Most coteries don't have influence all over the city. Most coteries don't save the prince's life after they go tell the Anarch's second in command he's being mind controlled. Most coteries don't have that kind of leverage. So
True.
maybe we're not like most coteries.
Maybe we can stay independent. We'll have to play it by ear.
I think we try to stay independent here. If you two are game for trying to stay independent here, I think we try it.
Those are definitely all good points.
Let's go.
The, the only way this happens is with the prince's blessing.
Then I'll set up the meeting, I suppose. We good?
Let's do it.
I'll send out my tweet.
What is this music?
I don't know.
What is this music?
It's not ominous at
whimsical.
all. It's very like it sounds like goblins are stealing our children or something.
It's called The Specialist. I thought it was better than that. I don't have a lot of good music for the Alchemy has a lot of great music on it, but not a lot of great music for modern horror.
No.
It just doesn't. Almost everything is something D&D related.
Damn
this
you,
is driving-
D&D!
This is driving me nuts. I gotta find something else.
Just make the Prince Bavarian. It kind of fits.
Let's creep through his haunted house
Yeah.
to meet him, and then we're fine.
And he'll be like, Ja, I am the prince! And he's all happy and jolly and shit. And then this is the music.
Right. It's got like a
I'm so
silly
sorry
pumpkin
for
dancing.
stealing all your children in the night. We will give them back.
Alright, this is a bit better. This
For
music.
October. For Oktoberfest.
Of course.
Alright. Yeah. Frida, what do you tell Frida to get the audience? How much are you giving her?
As little as I can, but I still have to give her something. I'll tell her we need to speak with the prince. It's a matter of great urgency. We fear their reign is in danger.
I don't suppose you would care to elaborate.
Forces move against them. Forces with the power to unseat them.
Well, if the investigation doesn't go well, there will be undoubtedly a call for a vote of no confidence, praxis.
That is the plan. I'll say that as part of the the enticement.
But you think you can prevent that?
Perhaps. I mean, we certainly know a lot more about what's going on. If you would care to speak with us separately ahead of time, you seem to have the general interest of the Camarilla at heart. We could certainly speak with you.
Honestly, it's probably in our best bet to speak with the prince at the same time. Once we name drop Ahmed King, we're gonna be in trouble.
It probably is, and I'll say something similar, but leave out Ahmed King. It is probably of great importance that we speak to the princess at the same time, though, because once we say these things, I fear we may be in danger. If we're not already.
Well, the prince has wanted to speak with you for a while as well. On other matters, I can set something up. Tomorrow night? Or do you not have that much time?
Well, I can't guarantee we'll be alive by then.
Well, that's one less thing to worry about. That 3 less things to worry about then.
It would be 4 if the prince dies too.
I don't think Praxis will be called that soon. It's only been a couple of nights.
Well, shit. If it must be tomorrow, then it must be tomorrow.
Great. We'll make it nice and early. We'll send around a limo for you.
Okay. It's probably full of explosives. Probably really
Gary, if-
king, and we're gonna die.
If you're okay, no.
All right. Well, I guess we can go back to the club, guys.
So it is about 3, 4 in the morning. You still have a few hours left before sunrise. What would you like to do for the rest of the night?
Nori, knowing our luck, if we go back to the club, Ahmed King is gonna come by to pay us a visit one more time to see where we stand. It's already happened twice tonight.
Want to go to a safe house?
I think we should go somewhere else tonight.
All right. Well, we can go to my apartment. It's not very big, but or we could go to.
I don't mind going to your apartment. I've got this back thing though, so I'm gonna need the bed. Got this back thing. I don't know if I ever told you about that.
Whatever. We're gonna need to make a pit stop.
Alright. So what you doing?
I'm gonna instruct them to go to a 24-hour hoodoo shop kind of place.
Okay.
I need some chicken bones and feathers.
I see. Why ever would you need that, sir?
Magic. I am technically a sorcerer of kinds.
Oh, I know what you're doing, but the audience doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a magic supply store. I'm gonna go buy some ingredients for mysterious purposes. And once we return to my apartment, I will mix. I'm gonna burn the bones and the feathers of a rooster. And I'm gonna mix the ashes with my own blood. I'm gonna draw a circle with the mixture around where I'm going to sleep. Which, if I'm using my blood, does that mean I have to make a rouse check?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Nori, we don't have to eat. Why are you making gumbo?
Just a precaution. I
Oh wait,
succeeded.
no, you. Okay, you don't. We'll hold that.
Okay.
But the rouse check is only if you succeed the ritual roll, and the ritual roll is only if danger actually happened.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, I do the thing, and we'll see. Yep. So essentially, I'll let you guys know what I did. This is Wake with Evening's Freshness. Um, if the caster is threatened during the day, I make a ritual roll. With the caster rousing on a win for the duration of the scene, I ignore the daytime penalties for staying awake. And on a critical win, the effect lasts until the following dawn. So essentially, if someone comes and fucks with us while we're sleeping, I have a chance of waking up and being of full faculty. So it's one of the few rituals I actually have from being a Tremere. So yeah. Ooh, I'm a wizard. But yeah, you guys don't see me do a lot of spells, but this might be the first time you actually see me do a spell.
Yeah, I think since we're just at your place anyways instead of the club, I'm used to all the outside stimulation, and now it's just you doing a ritual, so I'm probably just standing there staring at you the entire time.
It is painfully quiet in comparison.
Yeah, I live on the outskirts a little bit.
I'm probably
Yeah,
a
fine.
real chatterbox more so than usual, just talking the whole time you're doing it.
That's fine. It will bug me, but I'm not an irritable person, so it's probably fine. But yeah, my neighborhood's in like a Muslim neighborhood on like an edge of town, so just for you to get the vibes. Which means you're probably gonna hear noise at like 6 o'clock or something outside. But yeah. Alright. And then I guess, I'll lock all the doors, shutter all the windows with my sunproofing, and then go to sleep.
Okay. So, Nori, you do not have any dots in Haven. Therefore, it is secure against the sun. But that's it. It's not necessarily difficult to locate if somebody were to want to locate it.
No.
It's not difficult to break into if somebody were want to break into it. Somebody as powerful as Ahmed King probably does have ghouls that can operate in the daytime. You guys have one. Well, not a full ghoul yet, just a mostly ghoul so far. Got one more night to make him a full ghoul. So, yeah. But, thankfully, that is not part of my plan. So, you guys passed the night just fine. Everybody give me a rouse check when you wake up. You passed the day just fine. Give me a rouse check when you wake up.
Oh, you said I can keep the one that I did. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
so I'll pass. I'll wake up.
I fail, but that only takes me to 2 hunger, so I'm okay.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah.
All right.
I'll open up the windows, feed the stray cat that I feed, and then, I'll do... You guys will see me do stuff you don't normally see me do because I'm at my house. Water plants and shit. There's a lot more life in my apartment than you guys probably have in yours, I have plants and animals and shit.
Nori looking unnaturally human right now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's making us both hungry.
Honestly, it is.
Yeah, I cleaned my humanity pretty hard.
Is there anything you all would like to do before the limo comes around? Because it's going to be early, but if you guys have stuff you want to do before then, I will delay it a little bit.
I think I'm good.
Okay, yeah. The limo arrives. chauffeur opens the door for you. It's one of the prince's ghouls. The sheriff is in the back seat waiting for you.
I don't think we've ever met the actual sheriff.
Yeah, is this the sheriff or the assistant? But I keep calling sheriff on purpose.
It's the investigator. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's why I had to
Frida's-
ask.
Frida's in the back seat waiting for you. You do recognize. You've never met him directly, but you recognize the driver as one of the prince's ghouls. And you're in the back of the limo. Can you give me any heads up before we get there?
Well, we've already warned some of the parties, but I can tell you I do have the power of prophecy, and I have seen the future and some of its possibilities, and one of them is a very, very dead prince.
And we know the players involved in the plot.
And I
Personally and directly.
And I assume that you're going to try and insist that it's not you.
It's not
Of course
us.
it's not us.
I mean, we don't want to be prince.
And
even
she
wanna-
just looks at Chromio on that one. Really?
Rather own one.
Nori will like shrug and like nod to that. Like that's probably true. Like, yeah. I don't think Nori would make a good, or I don't think Chromie would make a good prince. Anyways, he's too obvious.
Yeah, I would get staked in like 24 hours and no one would think twice about it. I'd be horrible. However, owning a prince or 2 or 3 or 4, now that's more up my alley. That's what you gotta worry about. Not a small operation like this.
I see. Well, we'll definitely keep you on the radar then.
Thank you, Sheriff.
It's probably a good idea. Nori will say.
Especially if we just keep a line between us, it's gonna make things a lot easier in the long run.
Yes. And the rest of the ride passes uneventfully, and you arrive at.
Hey, what's
the-
it like working for the prince? I'll say to the ghoul. You guys get to eat like princely food all the time? You eat like a royal cohort or what? Is it just a prince? Do they have a jester too? I've never really been in there. We only got invited to one party. It was really nice, but we were clearly the odd man out. Which doesn't really happen to me a lot. Honestly, wherever I go, I usually blend right in.
Sir, someone of your acquisitions, I would hope, would understand how one's employees fare. The prince is probably no different.
No, you don't like eat like a... I know that Prince doesn't eat, but you don't eat like a princely buffet in his presence? Just like as a status thing?
No, I eat on my own time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if they get benefits. And then I'll kind of shrug.
I eat at work all the time. I feel bad for this guy.
There are a lot of benefits to being the prince's ghoul, yes.
I meant like dental. But, yeah.
Bet so. I bet the prince could mesmerize a dentist to work on this schmuck's teeth for free. Probably an optometrist, too. I bet he gets his eyes checked out for free.
Well, one of the benefits of being a ghoul is that we don't suffer from old age, much like your own.
It's like he's got it made.
Well, I'm still a chauffeur.
Nothing
And
wrong with that. It's an
he
honest
gives-
living.
He gives a little bit of a grimace to that.
Rolls up the partition in between us so I can't bother him anymore.
And the rest of the ride passes uneventfully, and you arrive at the prince's mansion. Where I have to go back to that audio that I don't particularly like, but it's not the bad audio, it's just one that I don't particularly like that I should change. I just don't feel like changing. There's that audio.
That's the audio. That's the good audio.
When I stick my head out of the limo, I'm going to suspiciously look around for snipers. But I don't think there are any.
Roll a dexterity athletics.
Yes. To avoid getting sniped? That's cool. That is not a good dice pool for me. Okay, somehow, on 3 dice, I got 5 successes. So that's cool.
Is that a messy critical or just a regular critical?
I'm not sure. I mean, one of them's red dice.
Then it's a messy critical.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Well, was I right about snipers? Did I just dodge a sniper bullet?
no, but if you look on your character sheet, you now have a compulsion.
Fuck yeah! Oh man. That's
free
fair.
to
I've been building to that one. That's fair.
Feel free to act that out as you please.
Yeah, I've been kind of doing it anyways. I mean, if I'm the guy that thinks of all the angles, so obviously I'm gonna be a little paranoid.
No, there were no snipers.
Yeah. Fuck. That's funny.
But you are on edge. You're absolutely on edge right now.
Forever.
No, you can clear that.
Oh, okay.
The compulsion ends when the vampire has spent roughly an hour in a safe spot. So you have to believe it is safe for 2 hours. Or for about an hour. Sorry. So, until you think it's safe, anything you do that is not trying to disengage from something you perceive as a threat is at a 2 dice penalty.
Fuck. That's fair. So this meeting's
Now,
gonna go badly.
If it has nothing to do with a perceived threat, there's no penalty. But if you perceive a threat and you're trying to do something that is not disengaging from that perceived threat, 2 dice penalty. So it all depends on how you feel once you get to the mansion.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna feel real safe.
So, Butler comes out to... Good question, Corbinian. Butler comes out to open the door instead of the chauffeur getting out of the car again. This way. And walks you up into the mansion itself. You are in a sitting room, waiting for the prince to arrive. Frida is there with you.
I really gotta get a butler. That's really classy.
Yeah, but it's hard to find one that you can trust. It's really hard to find anyone you can trust. Now
Maybe
that I
I'll
think
just tell
about
my
it.
cousin Tony that he's gonna be a butler from now on. He's no longer assistant manager. He's been promoted to butler, and he can wear these white silk gloves.
That's what crime scene investigators call a motive.
You feeling all right, Nori?
Why do I not look all right?
No, you look dead.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, it's an ongoing condition.
All things considered, you look pretty good for dead.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
You just seem a bit more jumpy than usual.
Well, I mean, we have a lot going on, you know.
It's true.
And the prince makes you wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And so there's some of this light banter going on, but a lot of just cold silence.
I'm gonna be looking around.
It's a really nice layout. There's way too many exits, though. Too many places where... You know what? I think you better move over to this other seat that's not in direct line of a window.
Yep, I'm gonna keep switching chairs for a minute here.
And finally, the prince arrives. So, the independents have news about my demise.
Yeah, that's about right. Chromio Cash, good to meet you, Your Highness. This right here is my friend Nori. You see, you don't know Nori like I do, but Nori, not a big fib teller, not the most charismatic cat in the world. You see, Nori, more of the brains behind the operation. You see, Nori's a real bright guy, he's a real smart guy, and Nori had a vision. However, it's not just a vision. We happen to know some of the cats involved in this vision, and this vision ended with a beheaded you, with an anarch standing over your body being pulled by puppet strings from a terrifying third party that we could tell you all about in the safety of your own space. Does that sound about right, Nori? Did I miss anything?
What? No, that sounds right. Yes, they're trying to usurp your throne using a puppet, like the Manchurian Candidate. Have you seen that movie? I don't know if princes watch movies. Yeah, it's... Well, I saw a bit more than that. The city in ruins, the walls going up, humans being marched through the street like cattle, the masquerade broken, the world's end. But that's not important. As long as we keep you alive, none of that should come to pass. So, we need to tell you about the perpetrator of this. I believe me and my friend here, Ava, Colombo, we had some ideas about this perpetrator. We do not know his true name, but he goes by Ahmed King, and I'll look behind me as if he's about to kill me. But
Not.
Huh?
I'm not familiar with the name.
It's probably a pseudonym, we assume. But we did gather from our expertise, which are great, that this is an elder out of touch from the world, probably just woken up from a long sleep. The world is not as he left it. We think he may be a remnant of the destroyed Sabbat, which I don't really know much about, as being a new blood but that's kind of the vibes we got, and my vision seems to support that because I believe they wanted to bring the world under the heel of the vampire, right? So, yeah, I
That
think
goes back even before the Sabbat, possibly. That is
Nori,
truly ancient.
I'm gonna whisper to you, Nori, just between you and me, that we do have that other name. Do we want to give him that other name?
what was the other name?
David Nassif?
Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. He also had another name, David Nassif. We do not know if that is his true name, but it sounds real.
At least another pseudonym that might ring a bell.
It's hard to do background checks on people that were born before the advent of Social Security, but
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that you have your ways, your records, your record keepers. So, ancient Sabbat, risen from slumber, puppeteering a anarch to usurp you, to bring about the end of the city. So,
And as much as we love the Camarilla, and we really do love the Camarilla and what you've done with this place, we were only able to get access to most of this information because we were working as independents.
yes.
That is true. Our position as independents does give us a lot of flexibility to gather up information and figure things out.
We do believe that he wants to use this vote of no confidence after this investigation that is botched as a way to leverage in this puppet. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do to prevent this.
We have spoken to the puppet. Let them know they were being used as a puppet, and they're seeking intervention so they don't act against their will.
Yes,
That
they
was the
have-
first thing we could think to do to assure your safety. Second, we came straight to you to let you know. Believe it or not, as independents, we like the way this city operates. We like what you're doing, we like what they're doing, we like what we're doing. No reason to shake things up.
Yes, we were able to warn the puppet. They are seeking to be deprogrammed, as it were. I do not know if they'll be successful, as this person, David, is an elder of some sort, with powers beyond my comprehension. You as a Ventru, though, master of the mind, maybe you know more. I would like it if
It
you would
would
talk
not-
now.
It would not be easy to reconstruct your puppet's mind if too much has been altered. Especially not if it was an elder that has done this.
Well, this person
And-
values his freedom a great deal. I told him if it was impossible, have a friend kill him.
And being an anarch, I doubt he would let me or my best mind competent people assist.
I have,
And rightly so. If I were in the same stead, I don't believe that I would trust an anarch to perform the same operation.
What it's worth, if someone told me that was my would-be assassin, instead of clearing their mind, I would just have them killed immediately. It's a lot less work, and then they don't kill me.
Well, I don't think anyone currently residing under the Anarch banner has the capability of killing me.
I don't think that's true, but I like your confidence.
What if instead of killing you, they used a sword to do it? Some kind of item. It was a sword that you saw in your vision that removed the head. Not just a head removed, but a blade.
Could have been a
Perhaps
metaphor.
there's a blade strong enough to defeat you and not an anarch.
Maybe the Elder has some sort of artifact, but I have never heard of such things.
No, but that explains it all clearly. Frida, go and fetch the sheriff, please.
I thought Frida
And
was
she-
the sheriff.
She's the investigator for the sheriff.
Oh, you should promote her. She does a great job.
I will take it under consideration. Frida goes off, comes back very quickly with the sheriff, and the sheriff comes in with a great two-handed sword strapped to his back.
Is that it? Is that the sword? Yep, that's the one. That's the one that cuts your head off.
Yes, that would be standard practice if the vote of no confidence goes through and a new prince is elected, and if that prince so chooses my demise.
Hold it. Can I hold that sword?
Absolutely not. Unless you would like to become sheriff. Sheriff, would you like to go into a one-on-one duel with Chromio for your position?
I don't want to duel
The
for
sheriff-
it. I don't want to duel for it. I don't want to
Yeah.
duel for it. I don't want to duel for it. I just want to hold it. I don't want to duel for it.
The sheriff looks at you and says, "Gladly."
I don't want to duel for it. I don't want to duel for it. I don't want to duel for it.
Huh, makes sense. It all makes sense. Well, if we stop the vote of no confidence and we stop the vision from happening, what is it that they are trying to do to have this vote happen? What is it they're basing it on?
The incompetence of my primogen's ghoul. I am failing to properly control my city, apparently.
I don't think it was the ghoul's fault at all. I think it's this third actor. We all know Troy was competent. We used Troy all the time as a lifeline. I don't think Troy was incompetent. Not at all. I think somebody set Troy up. And I think that somebody is David Nassif and Ahmed King. We expose him and we solve this whole riddle.
Frida, please do what you do best and see if you can dig up some information on Mr. Nassif or Mr. King.
If you have a creepy radar that just finds the creepiest thing around, he'll be the second creepiest thing after our club.
Oh. Frida, add Malak to the list. I thought he was gone back to the Middle East.
Malik. You know this vampire?
Malak has been missing some 100 or more years. We thought he received the beckoning at some point and went to the east to fight in the Jihad in Gehenna. So, but he was indeed creepy.
Can I just describe Ahmed King and be like, is this the guy? Is this the guy? Is that the guy?
I don't know him personally, but he was Middle Eastern, yes.
All right, well, his height,
But
weight, and haircut,
so
too
is-
bad.
So is Nori here.
That's true.
Thought you were American.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, I am, But being American's complicated. It's a vivid tapestry of all sorts
It's
of
true.
people.
God bless the USA, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cultural melting pot. Boom. Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
Indeed.
So, you know who this guy is? Do you know how to find him?
No, as I said, I believed Malik to be long since gone. There are merely tales and rumors from his time last in. Where did I hear tale of him being last? I believe that was in Vienna.
Well, he's still technically waiting for us to call him, right? To choose. Well, if he had,
Ahmed believes that you are working for him. Yeah, you're waiting. He's waiting for you to call for the vote of no confidence yourselves. But
Well.
2-3 days have passed since then, so who knows what he's gotten up to in the meantime.
It's true. I mean, I'm not sure if he suspects us at this point, but we could always try to lure him into a trap.
Nori, you notice this. I don't know if anybody else does or not. Frida's eyes kind of glaze over for a moment.
I'll look at her and like back away. Like, I mean, in my heightened state of paranoia, like I'll visibly move.
Anybody else can make me a wits awareness.
You know, the Gilded Chapel would be a great place for us to meet up, as I do not make the wits awareness.
I'm too paranoid to keep things to myself. I'm gonna point at her and say, "He knows."
I only got 2 passes on a peek myself.
Yeah, she's not paying attention to the current conversation. You're not sure where her mind is right now, but she's not locked in to the current conversation.
Frida's mind is being altered.
With that, the prince will note. And unfortunately, almost all dominate powers, not all, but almost all dominate powers require eye contact, which she cannot make in her current state. Now I need to go look and see if my prince has the one that matters. Can he break through? Come on, load. I haven't had this character sheet open in a while, so it's taking a minute here. Okay. Da 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 da. Yes, but no. Oh, of course. Not a direct clan member. This one does not count. Frida, because she's not of his clan. Voice. Voice is enough. Yes, he does have that one. Good. Frida, come back to us. And you can hear the power in his voice. He's not compelling any of you to come back to us because he did call her by name, but you can feel the resonant power in that voice. And her eyes blink, and she just looks straight at the prince. Rita, you will please tell us what you just saw. And this time, her eyes glaze over, but not in the I'm looking somewhere else kind of way, but in the more almost an opaque film. And she starts speaking similar to that prophetic type of voice. I was in the web, sire. I heard Malak. Malak has commanded me to call the vote of no confidence. But it's because I want to. Because he said I want to. I need to speak with the Toreador Primogen to move the vote up. The vote needs to happen tonight. And then she's like, I don't know what I did, sir. I don't know where I was. I was just lost.
If we hold the vote, does King show up? Or is he already lost in the wind?
What? I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
What do you guys think?
I doubt he would be here himself.
I think as well.
He's not Camarilla. He doesn't have a place at the council.
We don't know where he resides. We don't know how to get in touch with him.
Prince, Your Honor, may I be excused? No. And you can see her being very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
She has no idea what she said while her eyes were glazed over.
That makes sense.
And she absolutely believes that it is her choice to call a vote of no confidence. And that she must do it soon. So she's feeling very uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea, Frida. I think you should stay right here.
I need to go look up the research that you asked for, sir. Talking just to the prince. Like, that can wait. If you say so. Frida, look at me. You will forget everything that has happened to you for the past week. You know nothing about Troy's case. You know nothing about the deceased body. You know nothing about Troy's murder. You know nothing about this coterie being here. You know nothing about Malak, Ahmed King, or David Nasir. The entire week has vanished from your mind. Leave us. And now to see if that actually...
That's how you treat your friends. I'd hate to see how you treat your enemies. Yeesh!
I mean, on one hand, it's horrible, but on the other hand, kind of saved her life. The only other option was to kill her, right?
Quite so. No, not add a PC. Add an NPC. Nor Frida's in here somewhere. There she is. What is the defense for this? I don't think she stands a chance.
Probably not.
Intelligence plus resolve. Oh, that's actually not terrible. We'll call it this. She does stand a chance to resist this compulsion. She, however, fails big time, even with a critical success. She only scored 4 successes because she rolled 2 critical successes, whereas the prince rolled 8 successes. So, she does exactly what he said, and the prince did not even get any criticals. Just
Jesus.
yeah, he is on the same level of potence for this particular power as Malik is. So, they are well matched. Right. Sheriff. Escort Frida to her own home, where she can recover. Stay with her. Don't let her make contact with anybody, and don't let her go into the web. Snap her out of it if she should do anything else. Send in the Primogen. Fetch him, send him, just get a message to him so that I can meet with him about Troy. You have earned your independence from the Camarilla. So long as you agree to cooperate with us when necessary and not to work against us, even if it seems necessary. We will not ask you to act against your other interested parties.
Sounds fair.
And if they should ask you to act against us, we ask that you refuse.
It's fair to me.
Sounds like a good deal. Well, now that we saved your life, thanks for letting us get out of here alive. But please find Malik and kill him so that he doesn't kill us.
We will do what we can.
Maybe let us know when that's done. That'd be nice.
Certainly.
Well, this has been terrifying. All right, nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
Stop by the club sometime. Bring some friends. I'll cover you. I'll make me like +2. I'll cover you and 2 friends.
Maybe you can hold
Right.
Elysium there sometime.
On that, he pauses. Yes. If it is okay with you, I would call a neutral Elysium. Gather the Baron, myself, and whoever's in charge of the Church of Cain these days for a powwow on your own neutral territory.
Be our greatest pleasure to host you in the Elysium.
Very good. I will have my secretary make arrangements with your secretary.
Hell yeah.
His name is Antonio Cash.
Excellent.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, well, good evening. And I'm going to try to get us out of there.
Yep. He did not give you an official dismissal, but he definitely is like, yeah, you can go. I'm not holding you here.
Yeah, that's good enough for Nori. Nori wants to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right. Where to, Nori?
The only place I
Where are
probably feel,
you going to feel safe?
probably in Cash's office.
Okay.
It's our fortress.
Inside, up the stairs, around the balcony, all the way down to the end to the big office with the one-way glass.
Yeah. Sounds good. And so, this is still very early in the evening. Ava, did you want to get your ghoul here, or did you want to go to your ghoul? Or do you want to skip the night and let the bond weaken?
No, we'll get the ghoul here. I kind of like to think that before I'd go to them, but this time, especially for this time, we'll bring him here.
Okay. The ghoul actually beats you there. It was kind of in the neighborhood. And we'll be waiting by the front door rather than being directed to the office.
Is that her?
Yeah, I'd like you all to meet her. And to her, when I approach, I say, "It's good to see you here. Came sooner than I expected."
Well, I was in the neighborhood anyway. Kind of creepy on the
Well-
outside. It looks really nice inside.
Yeah, you gotta get past. I want to introduce you to my friends, by the way. And then
Yeah.
I do the introduction. It's Chromio Cash.
Oh, realest guy in the room. How you doing?
This
You
is
look very
Nori.
interesting. Nori, good to meet you. And how much have you told her, and what's her name?
I gotta roll a dice somewhere. How much have I told her beside while I try to remember for a minute? What's her name? I haven't told her a whole lot, hang out here. That's why I want to meet her, These people are important to me, and this place is important to me. If we're gonna, have a relationship of any kind, she should probably know us, and then she was a cop, right? So yeah, I remember there was the charity ball here, honestly, it's a surprisingly very little amount of information that I get.
I'm a huge donator to the Thin Blue Line. We really appreciate your service in this community.
Nori doesn't say anything.
I feel like her name is hold on.
This your
Like
chance to make
Rebecca.
her- Oh, okay.
I know. I had some. There was a lot of responsibility there.
Rebecca's cool. Could have been Latina.
Still can be.
I was gonna say,
guess.
still could be.
She could be Rebecca Martinez. It's not too late.
I guess.
Ooh, you could go with alliteration.
Yeah, I didn't pick the
Just
last names. though.
Rebecca Ramirez.
Ooh,
Then we'll all
Rebecca
remember.
Ramirez.
I do like that.
That's right. It's Rebecca Ramirez.
Yes,
Settled.
Latina.
All right. Rebecca Ramirez. So, being a ghoul, she will have noticed that her character sheet has been upgraded from mortal. So she would ask about that. Given that so far all the feedings have been with Serpent's Kiss, that is basically when you feed from someone, they go into a slight trance and really don't remember it unless something bad happens during. So unless you tell her that she's a ghoul and you're a vampire, she doesn't actually know, but she's going to suspect something is up. Yeah, exactly, Corbinian. Break the fourth wall and... But... She will suspect that something... She won't be able to exactly say what's different, just that, yeah, she's much more resilient than she was.
I feel like it's not something that I revealed to her even today.
Slowly,
You know,
but surely.
but
Yeah.
slowly but surely it's a thing that becomes revealed once I'm really, especially because, ghouling and this sort of thing is really new to me. I want to make sure it's really really locked in here. I don't want that to raise alarms.
As a 3-dot retainer, I will say that the power that she obtained from you is the heightened senses, the Auspex heightened senses.
Oof, that's cool.
It makes the most sense for her. It also makes the most sense not to be as noticeable until she's told how to activate it.
Hell yeah. A detective with heightened senses.
Perfect.
Smoking titties.
Yep.
So,
the big climactic reveal has happened. You had the vision of the future. You found out the name of the guy trying to manipulate you into taking over and actually getting rid of the Camarilla. He was going to put in an Anarch Prince specifically to destroy both factions at once. That was the whole plan there. He wants to return to the glory days of Carthage, which is actually pre-Sabbat.
this guy's
The only
old.
person who takes a shit in our backyard is us.
And you set things in motion such that it will be dealt with. In time.
Yeah, that's good.
Before next year's before next year's campaign, it will have been dealt with.
Hell yeah. Well,
is there anything that you all would like to do to close out this 3-shot of Vampire the Masquerade? The East Beckons. The Middle East Beckons.
So Nori fights against his vampire nature a lot, but this saga has sort of shown me like I have to embrace some aspects of it, and my knowledge is woefully low, so I need to learn more about vampires. So I'm going to try to make ends with my clan to ingratiate myself a little more and to become more knowledgeable as a vampire. I feel like as a Tremere, the Tremere clan is probably a great way to do that.
Yeah. Anybody else have any closing thoughts?
For Ava, the more time and the more that these things occur, around her, the more time she spends being a vampire, the ghouling process she's starting to find some degree of comfortability, actually, in it, in being a vampire and sort of walking through these various dealings and things. She would definitely just kind of settle further into it, finding more benefit to, being like an advisor or sort of like that person on the shoulder to Chromio, helping out with the club, making sure legal attention is easily diverted. Things get cleaned up easy. Everything's nice and smooth. Those little tinges of, moral questioning that floated in the very recesses of her mind pass fairly quickly. She begins to understand Caroline even more. And kind of settles a little deeper into the darkness.
Very nice. And
Season 1 was all about making money. Season 1 was all about leveling up the club and getting cash. Season 2 is all about knowing people. So Chromio focuses and doubles down on local politicians, local lawyers, the who's who that runs this city that keeps it going. Eventually, it'll be time to expand, but not until I have an iron grip around the throat of this city.
Right. And with that, the city of Ashford sleeps for another year.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you all next October, I hope. Assuming that we're all still going and all still kicking. And look to see you all in the audience for Thursdays. You guys are still wrapping up Novarden, or are you still playing? Or is that ongoing, or is that
off
wrapping?
This week, and then we have one more week. So we will resume play on the 6th, November 6th, for our New of Arden finale.
Awesome. So I will look to see everybody in the audience then, and we'll go around and give our outros.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for running this game. Vampire the Masquerade, we love doing it. Even if it's just the once a year, it's fantastic. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been Vampire the Masquerade on Fresh Out the Box, run by the wonderful Vampire Bites. I have been the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Johananon, and I was playing the Tremere Nori Ibrahim.
Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm Casualty CDG. Follow all of our friends. Follow Sean. Follow Vampire Bites. Follow Aaron. Follow Jahan. Follow everyone to see what they're doing. We couldn't do this without all the brains and all the personalities and all the characters involved. Thank you, Sean, for your hard work. And again, this is awesome. I love doing this and coming back to this. I don't get a lot of time playing Vampire, and I love Chromio. He's such a fun, stupid character who's just begging to die. So when he does, I'm not even sure I'll be upset. I think I'm just going to love his whole saga. So thank you guys for letting me add another chapter to Chromio.
And it has been Aaron Baumier, a game designer with Adventure Slaying Productions. And yeah, it was a blast playing Ava Colombo another time, exploring another chapter of our world here. And definitely check out that New of Arden finale on Thursday. It's going to be a blast. I love to see what Adventure Slaying Productions has put together. Otherwise, well, I'll probably be here next year, one way or another.
Awesome. And I am Vampire Bites. I am currently not really streaming. I pop in once in a while and throw ducks on the screen just for gits and shiggles, or maybe I'll run some marbles. I stopped streaming my games for the most part because it was too much hassle running the games and producing them at the same time, and I didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. That and some of my players were not always on time, and sometimes I wasn't on time. I'll throw myself under the bus just as much. But you can find me here in the audience. You can find me in the audience of other places like Magi RPG. Just chilling out, watching some ttrpgs because I absolutely love the hobby.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. Happy Halloween, and stay fresh.